I didn't know there was this much demand for transit in Cincinnati. I had no clue, genuinely, because I haven't even been there. So now, at this junction, this is 9 elevation, goes over top of these brown and blue tracks, then comes down and merges in later on. I might have to add a station here, specifically for these people, so let me add that in really quick. How you doing there, gamer? Welcome back to a little departure from the Indianapolis series. Today we're going to be doing more SubwayBuilder, where we're going to be doing the daily challenge today. I've never done this daily challenge before, but it's apparently where you try to make as much money as possible. Let's see how it goes. So what do we got today? Ooh, today we have 25 days in Cincinnati, and we're trying to make the maximum profit here. Let's take a look at this important box here. All mods must be disabled to play challenges. You must complete and submit before exiting to main menu, and saving and reloading during a challenge is not allowed. So we only got one try, and apparently Diego here has made 3 billion on the first day. Although, wait, hold on. What? This leaderboard is crazy. So we have Diego with 3 billion, most people making whatever, and then number 6? How few people play this game? Is this just me? I mean, I guess you're coming along with me today. Refresh the leaderboard. Yeah, someone ended up on negative money and submitted it on day 25. So we're going to see if we can beat that. Beat -6, make it top 10. That's my goal today. We got to make top 10. So hit start challenge. Ooh, choose a username. I'm going to do Marzand. And we're logging in. Oh, I want to hit pause on day 1. What is this? This is, oh, wow, this is the leaderboard. You can submit early if you've achieved your goal. Okay. So, I've never played the Cincinnati map before. We got to take a good look at what we can do here. I'm looking around at the demand, and I'm seeing this is where people live, this is where people work. I'm surprised people don't work at the airport. Normally people work at the airport a lot, but it looks like there's people up here in University Heights. A good amount of people. Okay, that might be a nice little epicenter for us to look at. I'm seeing people who work downtown. Where do the people work who work down? Where do the people who live work? What? Where do the people who work downtown live? That's what I was trying to say the whole time. Cincinnati's one of those places that I don't really know much about. I've never been there. I've heard that it's nice though. But what I'm seeing right now is the best move might be build up from University Heights, maybe even a little further north up into Clifton, and bring that all the way down, maybe even to Latonia. Do you say it like that, Latonia? I don't know. But definitely bringing it down to Covington. Let's check Latonia. And yeah, you should. So I think that the best line is going to be running up this way, where it looks like a train already runs, across the bridge, and then up north into University Heights. So let me see if I can make that happen. Time lapse now. Okay, welcome back from the time lapse. I'm just gonna put on these crossovers at either end of the line that I just built. I decided to go up from Latonia, up into this area down here, into the downtown, up and around by the university, and then back up this way into Hyde Park / Evanston towards Oakley. And the reason I did that is because demand has a lot of people going to and from here. Like every single dot is someone going to the university, and so I put a stop right in the middle of the university, and everybody from down here is going to take it up. Everybody from over here is going to take it over. Everybody from over here is going to take it over. Hopefully that's how it works. I'm actually seeing a lot of people who work at the university living right here. So if I take a look at that specific dot, I might have to add a station there. I might have to add a station here specifically for these people. So let me add that in really quick. Excellent. All right, so let me take a sip of this coffee. Let's hit build. Let's hit build. How much is this going to cost us? Just about $1 billion. Let's go. Make a new route. This one's going to be called the Brown Line. Bound Line. I kind of like that, but I'm going to put it Brown Line. We are doing light metro because that's just kind of the cheapest. That's what I found works in the Midwest. And add in our stops. So gamers, let's hope that people actually take this thing. That would be pretty cool. Let me spend 20 million on that. That way we spend just about $1 billion on making this train line happen. Going to woo! So make it a 20-minute frequency and then 41-minute frequency overnight. I think that'll be fine. I think that'll be good actually. So we're gonna hit go, and we're gonna see what other things we can do in the meantime to make as much money as possible. I mean, first of all, we got to try to make money, right? We're trying to be the best on this leaderboard. We're trying to make the most money ever. We're actually making a good amount of money in the 1 a.m. hour already. Okay, So this is doing a lot better than I did in Indianapolis. Yeah, so let's try to find some other corridors that I think we could use. Seeing some over here, I'm seeing some over here. Ooh, maybe a nice little light metro to get people immediately from the nearby area around the university to the university would be pretty good. So I'm seeing a bunch of people trying to get down here from over here, from over here. It seems like the university is the main draw. You see a good amount down here, but you see, I think it's more going to a more direct area up here. So what can we make happen? I'm seeing some people over here want to get down there. I'm seeing some people over here want to get down to the other lines. Oh, I think a good move is to this Bishop Street stop, I assume is going to be the absolute epicenter. I wonder if running things up into Avondale and then out this way towards Mount Airy and College Hill, I bet that those people would like to be funneled into the university as well. And even if they are going downtown or something, they can get off at the university and take it a couple more stops. I think that's the right idea. Let's do it. Okay, so this is pretty ambitious for our little blue line that we're going to make over here. That's what I think I'm going to call it. But we're just basically hitting a giant V into and out of the university down here. So the university is going to be like a main station in my opinion. Yeah, because I'm seeing a lot of demand down here getting down to the university. And I'm also seeing a lot of demand from like over here getting down into the university. So you know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. If I see the demand that needs to be there, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So that's why I'm going to do it. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. So let's do it. Oh wow, I just completely forgot to make a portion of track. Look at this. Build blueprints. Cool, she's built. Let me add in the blue line. Lots and lots of trains running into and out of the university down here. So we're going to do the same thing that we did with the first line, spend another $1 billion, and let's make it happen. Let's see if we can make it. Let's see if we're making any money. So day over day, we're making a really good amount of money, especially compared to Indianapolis. Look at that. We have $4.61 million, and we're making even more today, which is, wow, just awesome. We have excellent margins, and this is with the fare only at $3 too. So I think we just got to keep expanding, keep a good thing going, if that makes any sense with you. If that resonates with you, I hope it resonates with you, and yeah, let's just keep it up. Okay, so I have my route built. I just got to figure out how to cut costs a little bit. I'm wondering, because we only have a few more days, right? We have 25 more days to make a lot of money. Oh, I didn't even see this airport down here. This demand, does this airport have demand? Let's see. Demand, I mean, a little bit, but still not that much at all. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, normally airports have a lot of demand, but I guess this one doesn't. So, the new route goes into the city, loops around, then comes back out. But we got to figure out how to cut 300 million in costs. I think we can do that. I think it's really just shortening the line is the way that we do that. So like all these stations out here, they're not necessarily the most necessary, I don't think. I think there's also something to be said about running a line down here that loops and then scoops everybody up into there, but that could be a commuter rail thing. Yeah, I think so. Right now we're gonna shorten this by a stop at the end. See how we're doing on cost. We still need to shorten one more stop. Which side is better to do that on? So which one has more demand? Is it this or is it this? I'm just gonna pick this one. After this deletion, we should have enough money. Do we have enough money? No, we have barely not enough money. Okay, let me think about this. Let me look around and let me think about this. What if, and I think here's the better idea. Yes, I think this is a better idea. Save some money and just kind of connects it up to what we already got. Yeah, that's definitely a better plan. So now, at this junction, this is 9 elevation, goes over top of these brown and blue tracks, then comes down and merges in later on. I think that will make it a lot easier. And it just runs into the same station, stops at this one as well, and then moves back out into the suburbs. Yes, that's absolutely the right decision, I think. Let me add in those crossovers and we can build this guy. What color should we call it? I took the silver line yesterday, so I'm gonna take the silver line, and it'll be a light metro. Cancel edit, I guess. Oh, I gotta build it. Add the crossover there. Do I have the crossover here? Yes, I have the crossover. I remember the first time I played this game, I was like, how do you make it so that you can build even one line? I don't know how to build one line at all. Well, you really, really do need this one little crossover thing that is all the way at the end of the line, that you have to place all the way at the end of the line, otherwise the train can't turn around. Why can't the train turn around and just kind of switch over to whatever, and why is it called a crossover rather than a switch? I don't know the real technical differences here, but I had to look it up, and luckily people on the SubwayBuilder Reddit really helped me out. Love Reddit, love it all the time, every day. Love Reddit every day. So we have that, let's get the same frequencies on there, and we can hit play. And then really this is gonna be our test. We're gonna see how we do over the next 25 days. If we can afford to even make more cash, then I would love to, but it's going to be really tough considering our time constraints of 15 days to make billions of dollars. Now, 15 days to make billions of dollars means that this was probably a bad idea, but I also do care a lot. Like, the objective is to make more money in this game, in this challenge, in this thing. But I kind of like playing the game. I kind of like figuring out how many riders we can get in a new map every day. Let me know what you think of this type of content, folks. After all, I don't really care what type of content you think you like, because I'm making this because I like making it. But leave a comment. Tell me if you got divorced or something recently. I'd love to hear about it. Right now I want to increase frequency during peak times to much, much more. So let me buy a bunch more trains with most of the rest of our money, and make 10-minute service, because I love 10-minute service. It seems like people will take it too. I didn't know there was this much demand for transit in Cincinnati. I had no clue, genuinely, because I haven't even been there. I would love to in the future make a little series where I do this in SubwayBuilder, and then I go around to the parts of the city that I have, put a line in a video game, and explore them in person, because I think that would be really fun. You're like, oh wow, look, so I put a train line here. Do you think a train line here would be good, or something like that? I don't know. So let's take a look at our stats, shall we? So we got our transit, so we got our demand stats over here. Oh, we're seeing a lot of blue dots. We're seeing some good purple over here. We're seeing some blue up here. Look, this entirely, all 200 people who live over here are going to take the train to over here, which is awesome. We love to see that type. I love this interconnected, like, half loop type thing I got going on. Look at the route ridership, and we got 20,000 people taking it every day. That's wonderful. That's so much better than what I was doing in Indianapolis on the previous series on this channel, which I will go back to, I promise. We are making some good cash. What time of the day is it? We've got 6 hours left in the day, and we're about to make as much money as we did the day before. That is just amazing. Let's check our leaderboard to see how we can shape up. So the person in first place spent no money, and just, oh my goodness, I get it now. So it says day 0 here. That means they just submitted the run. The goal was to have as much money as possible, so they spent no money, and they basically won the challenge. These other people, though, they got 400 million, they got 1.23 billion. That's actually really, really good. I think we're on track to beat this guy, Crony. But Madler, if we can beat Madler, that would be awesome. If we can beat Turan, that would be awesome as well. We could be top 4. We could fight for top 4. We could do that. There's no reason we can't do that. Taking a look at our ridership, I'm seeing that the Silver Line is actually getting a lot of riders, which is amazing. Maybe 2 trains overnight is in the wee hours of the low demand time is silly, so I'm gonna lower that to once an hour, because honestly, if a train shows up once an hour and I'm living out here in the suburbs, and I'm happy so long as another one, even if they're running through the night. Where I currently live, or at least where I used to live when I was growing up, there used to be a train back home at like 11:30, and that was the last one. I think it still is that way, and that is just kind of terrible. You know, I want to go out later than 11:30. I don't know if you want to go out later than 11:30. Who knows? You could very well be someone who just sits inside all day and looks at transit videos. I respect that. I'm that person quite a lot of the time. You just gotta do what you gotta do. To each their own. One man's trash. Words, phrases, statements. So now I am going to pop myself out of existence, and we can look at the whole screen, and I can just show you guys in 25 seconds what's going to happen for the rest of the time. So, ta-ta! I made it back. Yeah, it's a lot of days. It's a lot of days in the future. Lot of days in the future. You steadily, slowly but surely gaining money. Probably should have stopped when we had like $1 billion or $2 and just like not spent that. Although I hope the functionality in this game actually changes from just how much money is in your bank account to how much money you made over the course of the 25 days. If that was the case, we would probably be at or towards the top. Yeah, so how did we do over the last 19 days? We have $266 million, which is amazing. We're making money, which is not realistic at all, especially for a system that has maybe 50,000 riders. 50,000 riders, $6 a day maybe. Like, that gets you maybe 300K in terms of like revenue per day, but instead it says we're making $44 million, which I just don't see happening. I don't know the first thing about like how actual revenue works in a proper transit system, but I know that in this game we're making money, and part of the challenge is part of the fake world of this video game. I absolutely love it. But yeah, we're shaping up, getting to day 25. We're gonna see how well we can do on this leaderboard. Maybe we can get to that 400 million mark. That would be pretty awesome. Chibarichi, they actually did amazingly, honestly. But hey, I mean, like, we probably could have been up there with Life of the Party if we just did barely anything and submitted 25 days later. But we're out here on day 20. We're making 282. I think we're going to pass Madler. I really hope we can pass Madler. And then we're going to be top 5. Top 5's awesome for the first day, like it. But something I do want to change is I want to see if I raise this fare to $4.50, if people are still taking it. If the broke college students will still take it. And if they do, we'll make a lot more money day over day. So we've done this before. We did this literally 10 seconds ago, but we're going to go back to here and... Wait, before I go and... I want to get rid of myself in 3, 2, and... Gamers, come on, we can finish this up. Why is my face all red? Gamers, we are at $397 million. We are so close to beating Tereni over here. I think if we just issue this bond and call it a day, I think we might win a little bit. So, bam, pause, submit. Token has expired or invalid timestamp. Alright, let's try to just save this game. Save the game as Cincinnati 1. I think that's how you spell Cincinnati. Save, then submit. Did I submit it? Play. Did I do it? You know what, gamers? We're bigger than this leaderboard. We know that we would be number 4. So that's where I'm going to call it today. Thank you very much for watching the first of daily challenges. Next episode should be Indianapolis, unless something changes. Thank you, gamers. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye.